Um, and one of my thoughts or ideas was looking at some of the questions I have had as a host for this class. Where does money fit into your life? What is it about? People have also been asking me things like, hey, do you bring your own business? Do you need to have business? Does this have to do with special things about money?
So this class really is about people bringing with them whatever they have at the moment and also what they wish and desire for the future. So you don't need to have a business at the moment, but you can have a business. But then again, if your life was your business, then you come along and bring a business with you anyway. So what we find with people who come along to this class is they'll come along with both some specific questions they've got, but also more generally about, where does money fit in their life and what would need to change so that money actually takes on a very different energy than what they've been willing to allow it to be in their life.
And it's very much about how you are creating your life. If you are not a conscious leader in your own life, and if you are not creating your life with conscious awareness and create the expansive and generative life, then your financial reality will be not as expansive and generative. So basically, we're looking at what would it take for you to create a life beyond what you are currently have. If you are not enjoying the life that you have, what needs to change? What can you be and do different that will create different possibilities for you? And this is a space that we will create for you to become aware of new and different possibilities that you can have and create in your life.
And for those that are actually happy with their life, then the next question is, and then what next? And what else? And what else can I add to my life? And what are the different things? So it's not about whether you feel your life is too small or too large or just right. It's all about, well, what's next? Because that what's next does not depend on where your life currently is at the moment.
And if you're already happy with your life, there's always what else is possible, because there's infinite possibilities and infinite choices.
And the other thing I think that we've heard from other people, as I know you have, Leeson, is that, and look, it's not about the money, yet it is about the money. So what if we actually included money in our life rather than excluded it?
Yes, a lot of questions they've been asking is, okay, they're only dealing with big corporations. Who am I if I come to the class? How is that going to happen? What's going to happen?
Like everyone seems to be having that myth about we are working with major corporation. Yes, we have been. We both been a CEO and senior executive for Fortune 500 for 30 years, first 30 years of our life. And we want to destroy the myth about corporation. We want people to know that it is about who they are choosing to be. So the last 17 years, we've been mentoring and facilitating individual people to become more, to create more, to generate more, to be a contribution to create different possibilities in the world, to become a catalyst for change, for different possibilities. So we are working with people. We are not working with the entity that call corporation. It's all about people for us. Because even corporation, it's about people.
What if the big corporation was in fact your life?
Also, what will be the introduction and I'm talking about Hessenborg, right? You have the evening and then the 2 days. So what is can people come only to the evening, or how does it work? A lot of people are not clear on that.
Well, so people can come just to the evening, because what we'll do in the 2 hours is we'll have a conversation with everyone there, and we'll cover some of the ways of looking at the world that if they did nothing else, they would find that 2 hours could actually change their whole reality and way of being around money. And it's very intensive, and it's very much an introduction to inviting people to look at their life and the way money is in their life in a very different way than what they'd ever come across before.
You work beyond the realm of nonprofit companies, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, we have spent a lot of time with nonprofits because to me they're probably one of the greatest instigators of change in the world. And we've found that if we can work with the board, and we do this, we work with the boards and the CEOs of these organizations, then the ripple effect through the world is massive. And that's what gets us excited. So that's we do that. But then we have another 6 businesses as well too, which we'll talk about during the 2 days that we have with people. But the key thing in all of these is that it's all about understanding how you're willing to be with the world, to out-create this reality, to actually use money as a medium for creating change in both your world and other people's worlds. And one of the things that we really enjoy chatting about with people is to take all the points of view that each one of you have about your life and how money fits in, and to turn them totally around so that people are able to look at things from a very, very different perspective. And that's what gets people excited.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
This is all about what we are doing. This workshop is part of Right Riches for You specialty class from Access Consciousness. So we are choosing to invite and inspire people to see that there's no scarcity in the world. The scarcity is only in our own mind. If we can let go of scarcity paradigm and start functioning from prosperity consciousness and start functioning from the space that wishing well for all, and we all can be a catalyst for change, for different possibilities. And that's just our target, to be the invitation for people to choose more and to be the catalyst for different possibilities in the world.
Wow, that's such an expansion from my entire body. All my molecules are going, yes, yes, yes.
I got back to the previous Zoom where you offered to French people, and there were so many amazing memes and tools and techniques that I started to embody and to use, and my world has already expanded. And that's pretty awesome, really. Yeah, I had several phone calls today to offer me other possibilities with money, and yeah, really. So I'm just so grateful for that. Everything is about energy and the energy of what we can create, and it's just about maybe the awareness of opening to different possibilities, as Chusita said, and just be aware and just receive all the tools that can be shared. So my question would be about what kind of tools and in what way do you facilitate your classes?
So the first thing we would like to invite everyone to recognize is that first you have to see that your real life is your business. And the next is, who is the leader of your own life? If your real life is your business, who is the chief executive officer of your life? Who is leading that business? If you said there's nobody, what kind of business is being created? If you look at it and you said, the leader of my business is Mr. X out there, or the reality is the leader of my business, what needs to change?
People that have been to these classes with us for these 2 days have said afterwards that they have seen us being the question through those whole 2 days. And probably one of the biggest aha moments in their life is how it's possible to actually be the question as well as explore these things. But more importantly, I think finding the work that we do with corporates and with businesses is exactly the same as the work that we do with people. So you'll actually get to hear us, and we'll show you how you can use these tools in different settings using different language that creates huge change with both yourself, but also if you happen to be wanting to work in the business sector, or you're wanting to be an advisor or a consultant, or whatever that whatever is exciting for you, how to use the tools in a way that people are willing to receive, and that's a lot of fun.
It's so funny because when you're talking, I had you as well. You were in Copenhagen 3 years ago having a class that I'm very thrilled and excited about that you came. And I have met not everybody from the class, but a lot of them since then. And they were coming from very different businesses. Some in corporate, some had like an access business, some had a coaching business, some were in access, some were outside, like people. And we even had one woman having a reindeer business.
Yeah.
And it changed. Her business has really changed a lot since she was in that class. And I think personally say that you guys were not the experts in reindeers, but you could maybe not.
But that's impossible.
But the thing why I'm saying it is that they, even if you guys weren't experts in reindeers, you facilitated her in a way so she can expand her business and also interact with reindeer. Like the feedback afterwards is been amazing. I'm very grateful for them also using the tools in so different ways, because I mean there's not many reindeer experts around the world, I would say. So it's really cool to see somebody thrive and change their business in that way. I mean, there's enough coaching businesses that we can relate to. So, but that was the brilliance, that everybody was so different in the class. Some were employed, some were having businesses. There was one couple that was going to move to New Zealand. They moved and built up their business there and are happy there. So it's like really fun to see the changes of the people that were in class and in so many different areas where I'm like, oh, that's amazing. I love it. And I love that.
One of the things I would say about this class is you do not have to be someone who's been through the access classes or know about the access tools. You do not need, because the way we talk about it and the way it's worked in our lives, and the way we teach these to boards, we teach these to chief executives and the whole executive suite of people, and what we find is because they're so true, because they work so well, people get it. They just get it really quickly, and being able to look at that in your own life is a great gift, because once you start using some of these tools, and we'll go through a whole lot of tools that in a very different way, they have instantaneous effects on your points of view, which then instantaneously change how money is willing to be in your life.
And I like the way you say how the money looks like, and the money likes to be in your life. Yeah. It's not just you be open to the money, but also the money be happy to stay in your life and contribute to what you're doing and contribute to the world.
One of the things that we find that people quite enjoy playing with is that every time you change a point of view about anything, you will make money. So how about us changing some points of view about a whole range of different things?
Yes, right now.
Not because they're the right points of view, but just our willingness to change them enables us to see things that have been screaming out for us to be aware of, that we have refused to be aware of. Money loves questions.
Yeah, and what point of view can I change? What point of view can I change to have money around and playing and dancing?
and the funny thing about this, Penelope, is that you don't even need to know what point of view you need to change. You just need to change. And every time it's that energy of changing a point of view, it attracts money. It's amazing how it works.
What would it be like if you create your life is such a party that all the money want to come to your party and have fun with you? Come.
Yeah, it seems that the points of view are already shifting.
What else is possible now?
Yay.
What else can I change? How much more fun can I have with this? And what would it take to eliminate all lack from my universe?